Hello there, YouTube. Turan Khan here, and welcome to the eighth mission in the 100 Years War campaign for Age of Empires 4, and it's titled 1450 Formigny, the Battle of Formigny, as a part of this ascendancy group. And the 100 Years War had raged through invasions, uprisings, disease, and devastation. France now stood on the threshold of victory. This is the last mission of the current available Age of Empires 4 campaigns. Another page of history, 3 videos. One of them was probably intro, one is a hands-on history, and one is probably in the epilogue, just like for the other campaigns. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin.
Thanks to the explosive force of cannon fire, the French were close to victory in this century-long war. But in a final grasp at power, the English dispatched a fresh army, equipped with their tried and tested longbows. Formigny would be a trial of old versus new, to determine the fate of France.
Alright, the Battle of Formigny. In the last gasps of the 100 Years' War, England clung to its territories in the north of France, sending a vast army to defend them. At Formigny, it would meet the force of France's momentum head-on. And this is the last mission. I really wanted to be able to do that before I go on my holidays travel, because in the next 2 weeks, unfortunately, I don't think I won't be able to record anything, because I'm not going to be taking my desktop and such. So I will only probably going to be able to record in the new year. I mean next year, 2022. I still have my mod to finish, and then I would like to get into a more Spell Force 3 content, the campaign especially. But also I need to really do Age of Empires 2 DE's Bohemian and other campaigns that were very fun. Anyways, without further ado, let's finish off.
English commander Sir Thomas Kyriel sent a large expedition to crush the French in Normandy. The village of Carentan was directly in their path.
Oh. I think we're gonna survive this onslaught. That's a lot of soldiers.
Outnumbered, the French skirmishers near Carentan would give their lives to weaken the English.
They have these cool plumes on their heads. On their helmets, I mean. Yeah, that's I'm not gonna be able to hold that. Look how fast they fire.
Though they fought bravely, the French skirmishers could only slow the English advance. The main body of the French army finally arrived in the river valley. The French now needed to locate and destroy the English army. But they would face a well-entrenched enemy with several local garrisons.
Okay. We have arbalètes. Lead with my knights. I should use them more strategically. I should have went behind. And here I should have used my knights. Okay. I see something. Okay. Deal with these horsemen. Some of you hit here. Some of you you attack these spearmen, men at arms. So Briquebec. Oh, Quebec in it. It has a Quebec name. Are we supposed to destroy the town?
The French destroyed the garrison at Briquebec.
Okay, did we have to? Oh, look at this nice looking deer. I thought only like juvenile deer had these spots, not adult deer. Let's keep going. These are allied. Do we go the wrong way? Yep, I think we went the wrong way. Just send some mill here. Just working. Find Kirill's English army. So it's a fight, fixed force fight. I don't think we'll ever build up here. Same time, there did mention gunpowder, siege. It's kind of weird. There's a lone deer here. It's not like a deer herd or something. And do they really make that sound? Oh. Let's go up north. Oh, there's something.
French forces found a detachment of the English army
Attacking
the town of Vallon. If they could stop the attack, they might gain valuable resources.
Okay, attack. This. I can clear them up. Yes, strike. I like these crossbow fire.
With the English attack on Valogne halted, the citizens moved to support the French army.
I gained them. Hand over control. How this goes? Assuming control? Aw, I'm not assuming control of some places, things. Ah. Decisions. I have way more spearmen, so I'm gonna go for this upgrade. I have way more arballeteries, so they'll do reload time or fire damage, building siege engines. I think this is a bit bigger DPS upgrade against everything. So I'm gonna go for that. Oh, I can. They do cost some food, mostly gold though. Okay, the range damage. This might be good because I don't have anything that is good against buildings or siege. If I don't get any siege, this I should prioritize getting that. But at the same time, one of these is really strong. Charge damage and melee armor. Let's see how much we can decrease this. I think this is we need it. We have 45 of them. Can we afford one? I don't think we can afford not either. Range armor, range damage, melee armor. That's the lowest we can go. No. Alright, let's... Actually, I want to go left. I think the army is mostly to the left, not to the right. We may have to fight them earlier. Really? I guess there's only one way. This way. Wait, what is this? Oh, there was some of those defenders. I'm like, okay. Can we see anything here? Nope. Just explored. Oh, that's a large stone outcropping. I know Spiffing Brit doesn't like much French, but he does it in a jokester manner. I don't know, some of his videos are borderline not so jokestery. Anyways, how? Where am I supposed to go? It's like all forests. I guess only with east here. Hopefully we can get more resources. It's like 172 military. Oh, I didn't know it shows you how many military you have. And econ. Keep going. That's not really a narrow road. On both sides bounded by forests. Ooh. Let's see where this goes. It's probably more to the east, but I wonder. More of a skirmish. Yeah, I don't think it might go more east. Oh, actually there is. It's a possible location. For some reason it shows there's a... Ah, there is a little house. It's like it's fixed floors, but in a way it's like a adventure mode where you have to find these nooks and crannies for more benefits or hidden rewards, I think. Because I could see how you could go this way and completely miss that. And what's happening here? Ooh. That's helpful. Yeah. Ooh, we can make more monks. No, I think 4-4 is good enough. If anything, we need more. Increase the range damage, range armor, melee armor. I think range armor will be better. Or I think this is better. Oh, nice, nice, very nice. Can you explore around here? I think we can go northeast from here, and it will hopefully join up with the main trail. It might not. These are some lumberjacks. They're going far. Yeah, they need more healing. How fast they healed this large force, 175. Oh, 75, so the priests are counted as military? Huh. That's news to me. Let's do the Mega 4. Hopefully we won't get attacked from behind somehow. Like that. Heal up. Seriously, they heal so fast. Oh. There's something here. Protect this. You stay. Oh wow, they hurt. This is Saint-Savour. Ignore. Oh my goodness, I lost 3 knights or more. I need that yummy. Thank you. We could have taken it over. Why do we have to destroy everything?
The English base at Saint-Sauveur fell to the French forces, but the enemy army was still at large.
Okay. We lost 4. I think 3 knights and 1 infantryman. I'll just make sure there's nothing hiding here. And not blocking the way either. Yes, there were things hiding. Oh, they're really focusing on this one guy. Oh, is this entire thing hidden forest? Look at that. This entire thing is hidden forest. Alright, then go heal up. Explore around. Heal this one little guy. We took like, I think all the horsemen just attacked him. That's another thing that's kind of interesting is that oh, I see my youngest brother's playing more now, and he's obsessed with that game. I'm more of a Bannerlord fan. I was with Bannerlord from almost the beginning. I wouldn't say the first game, but I was there with Warband, yeah. From Warband. Still love it. I like the Withfire sword. Okay, let's... I think I should use that more often to kind of, there's a path to the right and to the left a bit. Nope, not really. Yeah, there's still these sort of bugs I find that they need to... Where is this going? Oh, and those things are attacking us. Attack them from this side. Yeah, go from this side. Oh no! Get this. Let's hide in this forest. See, they just run around. It's like, stop. Will they stop running? Oh, maybe that's how you could get them to stop being weird. I think I lost 2 more knights, or 3. I think there were more in that forest. Whoa, that's a lot of crossbows. Anybody in here? Shh, we're hunting rabbits. I mean, Englishmen. English longbows. Oh, they've gotta be here somewhere. I had the right idea to kind of try to flank, but it looks like they flanked me. Oh, this looks like clearing, potentially. Do we go right or across the bridge? I think we go right first. Oh. Activate something.
The French forces located Kyril's English army at a river crossing near the town of Formigny.
Oh, they're across. Wow, okay.
Several of the Bureau brothers' heavy guns and other forces arrived to help.
Okay, so then so we're gonna blast them? Is that what we're gonna do? I wonder what is to the east.
Vos destriers rongent leurs freins. Causez-vous. Oyez les commandements.
I'm gonna check it out. Hopefully the battle doesn't start without my knights there.
Votre stress dit est bien clair. Fiez-vous à moi. Bousculier, nous allons.
Interesting. Can we go... Instead of attacking them head on, use this bridge or maybe a ford here?
Piquez les deux. En arceau, bousculier. Bousculier, nous allons. Piquez les deux. Je fais votre commandement. Bousculier, en ordonnance. Nous allons. Si sera fait selon votre commandement.
So we can't go here.
Tout est ordonné.
Can we go to the west? I don't think we can even go to the west. I think we have to beat them here and then we can hit here or there. Interesting. Okay. Are these all royal cannons? No, these are just normal cannons. Can we get there? We can't. It's bounded by forest. It's inaccessible, blah blah blah. Okay. There's two crossings, mud sort of crossings, and a bridge. Let's see from where we can blast them.
Even with their cannons, the French faced the difficult task of engaging the well-positioned English army.
Huh. Well, there had to be another way. Why would they have these two bridges?
Causez-vous. Je fais votre... J'attendons les engins de siège. Ainsi sera fait. Piquez les deux. Tout est ordonné.
What's their reach?
Engins de siège. Dicte-nous quelqu'un t'aime à battre. C'est quasi assouvi.
Can you fire?
Nous accomplissons vos ordonnances. Engins, c'est l'heure de trêve. La quintaine est toute ruineuse. Engins de siège assis. Dicte-nous quelqu'un t'aime à battre. Nous mouvons l'artillerie.
You just stay here.
Tout est ordonné.
Can you fire? Is there a free fire mode?
Point de paille, votre trêve.
You just keep firing. Okay.
Victoire! La quintaine est dégastée!
Did he just say yoo-hoo? Let us slowly do that. Uh-oh. Now get back.
The French attacks succeeded in drawing the English front line out of position and across the river.
Ah, fight here. Get back. Oh, my knights are all basically dead. This is not ideal.
Suffering losses, the English front line retreated back across the river.
Kill as many as you can. Get back. Okay. Okay, enough. Oh,
The
reinforcements.
French received word that their Breton allies had arrived with their knights and horsemen. Now the two armies could coordinate. The Bretons saw an opportunity to attack the English from the back.
So we gotta then take up on the other side of the river, I think. You just stay with this army, and this will be number 2.
Fais ici les commandos. Je vais devant, bridez derrière.
Okay, heal up. Because it's gonna be a whammy. They still have a lot of troops.
Ainsi soit fait. Soyez Jacques. Les engins, ça, engin. En la voie.
Okay.
Ainsi sera fait. Nous allons avouer, ainsi sera fait selon. Engins de siège, assis. Les engins se meurent. Reste, zoom, pour la bataille. Les engins de siège sont prêts.
Okay, fire.
Tout est hors de ça, engin.
As the Bretons attacked, the English had no choice but to pivot their front line, opening their flanks to attack from the French.
Attack! Come on! Into the middle! Come on! Here! Nice! Okay.
Beset by the French and Bretons, the English beat a hasty retreat toward Formigny. The English survivors entered Formigny. The French would have to take this town to secure victory.
Oh, no problem. Inside! Get over here. Get over here. Okay, keep going. There you go. That's it, right? Nice.
With the last English army destroyed and the gates of Formigny thrown open, the French force in Normandy was victorious. Their well-organized forces and superior firepower had brought the arduous 100 Years' War closer to its conclusion.
I like these marches that they do at the end. Very cinematic parade. Alright, let's see. This is a video, right? Just to check. Yes, that's a video for the mission.
Thanks.
Let's see page from history. Castillon, end of the war. The French victory at Formigny had finally ousted the English from Normandy, but the English retained a foothold in Gascony, the city of Castillon. Wait, isn't Gascony in the south? If I'm not mistaken. In 1453, Charles VII once again employed his vast artillery forces and besieged the city. With some 300 cannons and handguns, his army was poised to end the war. Meanwhile, the English commander at Castillon was under pressure to order a direct charge at the massing French forces. Against his better judgment, he succumbed to the goading and ordered the charge. His gamble ended in disaster. The English were met with an unrelenting barrage of French firepower, each cannon shot knocking down a dozen men. Reinforcements trickled in, but they too fell to the merciless onslaught. The Hundred Years' War had come to a resounding end, and Charles could begin rebuilding his resilient nation. It's interesting. 1453 was also the year of the siege and fall of Constantinople. So it's kind of interesting that they kind of coincide almost up to the year. I thought there was some overlap where they went above and like above, but 300 cannons. So already those cannons were right at the turn, even 50 years before 1500s, where I thought there was a gunpowder age. Anyways, let's see. Which one? I think Illuminated Manuscripts is a hands-on history. It's just its own little tidbit because document Illuminated Manuscripts and the War's End will conclude that's epilogue. So let's see Illuminated Manuscripts first.
Before the invention of printing in the 15th century, books were painstakingly copied by hand. The finest were illuminated with brilliant colors and real gold. Illuminated text wasn't just for show. Gilded illustrations decorated important passages to highlight their significance.
Gold was used in many medieval manuscripts from early days because it was very expensive and it indicated that the manuscript itself was valuable. The light would reflect from candles or from the sunlight, and so it looked as though the book itself was illuminated. In medieval manuscripts, it looks as though this is solid gold. In fact, it's not. The gold itself is tissue thin.
The solid appearance is achieved by laying the gold on a cushion of plaster mixed with glue, called gesso.
By raising the gold from the surface of the skin, that means that it catches the light even more.
The glue in the gesso is softened by breathing on it.
We then have 3 seconds to get the gold on, and I'm using a burnisher, which is a polished stone, just to make sure that the gold sticks. Then the burnisher is used to polish the gold up. See, it's coming up now. So it's coming nice and shiny.
Next, the miniature is painted.
The base colour will be done first, then the tints and the shades will be added, and finally the white highlights and the outline, which lifts it and brings the whole thing to life.
The medieval paint box contained pigments from across the world, such as ultramarine from Afghanistan and orpiment gathered from volcanic craters.
It often took a long time to complete these medieval miniatures. This one between a month and 6 weeks, from start to finish.
An entire book could take a team of illuminators several years to complete. Many medieval manuscripts still survive today, fully preserved, with their colors just as vivid as the day they were illustrated.
Oh, that's a neat hobby. I might even consider it because I do love drawing. Not so much painting, but this is more of a like arts and crafts than a painting. It a little bit reminds me of Ebru art, the one which is like you're on the glass, but it'll, of course, very different. Anyway, let's see War's End video.
At Formigny, the roar of cannon fire sounded the death knell for England's ambitions in France. King Charles and the Bureau brothers did not let up on the offensive, and in 1453, the English retreated across the Channel. France was finally at peace. More than 100 years had passed since the first English chevauchés had scorched the land. The iconic French knights who fought in those early days would not have recognized their own military a century later. The English longbow, once the scourge of France, was no match for French artillery in the last years of the war. And by 1453, France's border looked very different, growing to encompass territories once claimed by England and their allies. After enduring a century of conflict, France emerged as a transformed nation. The country and its people had persevered and unified into a kingdom that could defend itself. Against all odds, France had won the 100 Years' War.
Epic. Nice. I wonder if they will in the future, even Age of Empires 4, cover the Burgundians, because yeah, that Burgundian campaign was really fun to unpack what Charles the Bold did and how he was in grasp of creating his own kingdom, the Lotharingia. Of course, EU4, Europe Universalis, had taught me that. Yeah, so that's an interesting sort of alternate reality or what if pretender to the French throne, but also French culture, language. So it could still be seen as I see it, that it was Normans were speaking French and so on, and they established French as a elite language over England. So actually, now it made much more sense to me that they did have international claims, and that's why I like that this campaign showed that retaking Normandy or taking the claim to the Duchy of Normandy by force is what ended all claims of the British crown, which had Norman roots, to France. Anyways, that was very fun, and I got a couple achievements from that. I think the one before I got an achievement that I from previous mission that I think used all the Bureau brothers upgrades to the artillery, and this one I think another focus on artillery. I think it's like careful artillery or something. I'd wagered something about that I didn't lose a single piece of artillery. I was able to pull them back just in time. Awesome. I really like that pitched battle. Over and out. Take care.